Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about May favorites. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in because I have a lot of products to share with you guys and a lot of new makeup products. I have actually discovered it's quite a bit of favorites this month, so I'm super excited to share those with you. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I think this is probably my most recent discovery and I'm loving these. These are the Natasha Denona Puff Paint Liquid Blush Serums. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations. I wasn't expecting to love them. I wasn't expecting to not like them. I just kind of purchased them because they were new and I felt like this was a product that many of you would be interested in. I'm a huge fan of cream blush products, so I thought this is right in line with what I like. I thought it might be similar to the Glossier, I think they're called the Cloud Paints, which I have one of them and I like. I don't remember like loving it though. Like I can't even remember what I felt about, how I felt about it. But these, I know I prefer this over that because I really, really like this product. Comes in 3 shades. I picked up 2 of the shades. I picked up the shade, I believe this is just called a tan. I don't know why the name of it isn't on the bottom of it. Anyway, I picked up the more tan shade and then the light pink shade. It's like a peachy pink. They just give the skin a really natural flush. You can build it if you want more color. I'm going to show you guys on my hand what these look like. They have an interesting texture to them. They don't feel like a cream. They're definitely a liquid, but they have this like kind of cloudy, like almost like a mousse-like consistency. They feel very, very hydrating to the skin. So this is what when you swatch it, when you blend it out, they actually blend out pretty sheer. But they're buildable. So if you want a little more color, this is kind of what they look like if you blend it out to how you would apply it on your cheeks. But if you want more color, you can build them. So I put a little bit on, blend it out, and then I'll go back and add a little bit more. I find that that technique works better than just applying a lot initially and then going out and build out. Do a little layer, blend it out, a little bit more if you want it, and blend it out, and build little bitty layers rather than go in with a ton of product, build little bitty layers. I really like these. These can be worn without foundation, they can be worn under foundation, and of course they can be worn over foundation. I've been wearing them both a ton, and I feel like these are great products for the summer because it does give you a very natural, not makeup look. Like it gives color to the skin and gives you that pretty like flush to the skin, but it doesn't look like makeup. They're very, very beautiful. I really like these. This in particular, this light peachy pink one gives the skin almost like that just recovering from like slight sunburn look where I love it. So I highly recommend these. I think they're definitely worth picking up. Okay, next I want to move into this Kosas Cloud Set powder. Now I purchased these the same time that I purchased the Natasha Denonas, and I went to Sephora to actually purchase these. That was my mission when I went in. And then of course, you know how that goes. You wander around, you get a few other things. This was one of those purchases. So this is a baked setting powder. Kosas is a clean at Sephora brand. So they're a brand that's known for, you know, not having any toxic ingredients in their products. Just a really clean, non-toxic line. I got the shade Feathery. What I like about this powder, it's very like silky like. It gives the skin a soft, matte, blurred focus effect. So it slightly does kind of blur and soften pores, and it doesn't look like flat or powdery, if that makes sense. It looks really light and silky. It's really, really beautiful on the skin. It's a really nice setting powder. At the age that I'm at now, my skin is pretty normal. You know, I don't have excessively dry skin. I don't have oily skin. I'm 38. I'm starting to see more texture to my skin. You know, I see larger pores, but also just like texture, not necessarily wrinkles or lines yet, but just like, you know, like I can't wear certain foundations that I could wear 10 years ago, if you know what I mean. And so when I'm looking for powder, I always look for powders that are silky and lightweight, that softly mattify the skin, but they don't make the skin look dry or heavy. I feel like, you know, when we kind of grow in age, we cannot wear a lot of products on the skin, or no, I shouldn't say we can't. I take that back. I retract that statement. But the more layers of makeup that we have, or the thicker layers of makeup that we have, it just makes the skin look more textured and mature. When I was in my 20s, I could do all of that and it was fine, but I can't do all of that now. So I need a setting powder, but I like to choose one that doesn't magnify the texture, that looks very soft, silky, blurred. Those are keywords that I like, and this delivers on all of them. I really, really love this powder. I also purchased the Ilia Dawn In Night Light Bronzing Powder in the same little shopping trip, and you guys, this bronzer is my new go-to bronzer. Ilia is also a clean at Sephora brand, so the same thing with Kosas, it's going to be non-toxic, clean ingredients. This particular color, I actually spent some time swatching different bronzers at Sephora. I love a bronzer that has a little bit of warmth but isn't too orange or dark. I like a warmer bronzer. I don't want a bronzer that's too cool toned. This is just so beautiful, and this powder formula is also very light and silky, so it just looks, I'm gonna layer a lot of makeup on. So it just looks so like, oh, how do I describe it? When I apply it with a large powder brush, it just looks so natural. Okay, you see color, it gives you that effect that you want, but it just looks natural. It doesn't look like makeup. It's really, really beautiful. It's also very silky, very easy to blend, very lightweight. Highly recommended this bronzer. This is what I'm gonna be wearing all summer long, I can promise you that. Okay, moving right along. I can't recall if I have shared this yet. Maybe I have. I think I shared it in a video that has yet to be published yet. So I've talked about it in a video, you just haven't seen it yet. Maybe you will by the time this goes up. The Fenty Beauty Eye Brightener, Bright Fix Eye Brightener. I got the shade Deep Butter. I was kind of on the fence with this for a little while. I've had it for a few weeks now, but I find myself grabbing it all the time. So I'm including it in my favorites, but I'm gonna tell you all about this product so you can decide if it's for you, because I don't necessarily think this is a product that everyone's gonna pick up and love. So this is an eye brightener, not necessarily a concealer. Some days I feel like I can get away with this as the only product I put under my eyes, and it conceals just great. Other days I put this on and I'm like, okay, I need more. It's not like a full coverage concealer. It's a very hydrating. It's really meant to brighten up the under eyes. You can put it underneath concealer. You can add a dot of it if you feel like your concealer didn't quite do the trick and you just want some brightness. Super hydrating. This is all I wear on the days that I am maybe running outside and I put my tinted moisturizer or my tinted SPF on. It's a moisturizer SPF and it has a little bit of a color to it. I'll put that on, and I feel like I need something because when I put a little bit of a complexion product on, I feel like it magnifies the darkness under my eyes because now I've put some makeup here, but nothing here. So I'll grab a little bit of this, dot it on, because again, I don't necessarily want to look made up. I just want to look refreshed. This is a great product for it. My only complaint is the component. I end up squeezing out a lot more than I actually need. So if you pick this product up, just keep that in mind. Every time I've used this, I've almost like wasted a lot of product, or I find myself using too much because I've put it, that's what it dispenses and I don't want to waste it. So I'll put too much and I don't like it. So that's my only complaint, but I really like this. I think this is perfect for someone who likes a lot of hydration under the eyes. Either one, doesn't have a lot of darkness and they just want a light concealer, or two, someone that has a lot of darkness under the eyes and they find that a concealer is not enough, they need something brighter. But if you're just someone who likes a good medium coverage concealer, you don't want to deal with, you want good coverage, but you don't want to have a whole, a lot of steps to your routine, then you're probably better off using the concealer you have. But I have really been enjoying it, so I'm including it in my favorites video. Okay, moving right along, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last favorites video because I've been loving it for a while now. This is a little beauty sponge, okay? It's from the brand One Love, I think it is, One Love. And I actually got this when we were on vacation in Florida in April. This, when you purchase it, is a really hard little sponge. It feels gritty and hard. It feels like nothing that you want to rub on your face. When you run this under warm water and squeeze it a couple of times, it turns into like the most incredible, soft, like plush sponge. You put your face wash on it and you use it as a cleansing tool, okay? So this will replace a Foreo, a Clarisonic, or whatever. It's kind of the same idea, but it's a sponge. It just feels so good. It feels like such a treat. It's very inexpensive. I think this was under $15, $10 or $12 maybe. Yes, sure, you're gonna have to replace it more than you would a skincare device like that. It's like a self-love moment for me every night when I do my skincare. I've really been spending more time on my skincare routine, not necessarily on more products, but more tools and devices, and I have some to share with you. So highly recommend this. I got this for my sister-in-law. I got her a birthday present and it had a bunch of little things, and this was one, and she was telling me she loves it too. Okay, moving right along, since we're talking about skin, I want to talk about two products from Kiehl's. I've been really into Kiehl's over the last couple of months. I did work with them, and so that kind of exposed me to some of their new products that I was trying. These are not new products though. These are kind of what I feel like anyone that knows anything about Kiehl's knows about this product. It's the Ultra Facial Cleanser and the Ultra Facial Cream. Okay, let's talk about the cleanser first. This is extremely gentle. I use this all over my face. I use it on my eyes, gets off my eye makeup, my mascara, everything. It doesn't irritate the eyes. It doesn't burn. It doesn't leave the skin feeling dry or too oily, or it's just like that perfect cleanser for, I think, all skin types. I subscribed to Allure magazine, and I've been looking through it to kind of get some ideas for videos. And I was, of course, like something popped up of like the 10 best all-time cleansers ever. And this was one of them. And I was not surprised by that, because it's just a very great, like, gentle cleanser for all skin types, straight to the point, not a lot of fuss, easy, you know what I mean? So I'll use this with this, and I've been loving it. It's all I've been using all month long. The Ultra Facial Cream is just a great morning and night moisturizer. It's in a jar, so it's a cream. It's not a lotion. I've gone through about half of it, and I've been using it for morning and night, and it's fantastic. I even sometimes will forget to use eye cream, and I'll put this underneath my eyes, and it's just enough to do all over. Again, really gentle. I think it's great for all skin types. It's hydrating, but it's also a cream, so it's, you know, rich enough for me at night. Love this. Okay, moving right along, let's jump into, let's share something new. Okay, let's share something new. This is kind of a cool little device. This is the Dermapore by Derma Flash. I think that's the name of this. I actually found this when I was window shopping on Nordstrom. I was actually ordering some more refills, some more refills for my Derma Flash exfoliating peach fuzz device, because I was out of razors for it. And I saw this, and I hadn't heard anything about it. I literally just saw it on Nordstrom's website. I read some reviews. I saw some really amazing, but also kind of disgusting pictures of people that had used it and were showing what it pulled out of their pores. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. So I ordered it, and I really like it. I've been using it about a week, so, you know, keep that in mind. I've had it for a week, but it's basically a pore cleanser and extractor. And then it also has an infuse setting, which can help you like infuse the serums and moisturizers that you use into your skin. But I tried that once, and I don't know, I kind of like to use my fingers, but the extract mode is pretty cool. So basically it comes, this is a little covering, you take it off like this. It has this little like kind of spatula with this tiny little curve here. You hit it once, you put water all over your face, so your face has water on it, and then you just kind of like hold your, I'm not gonna do it now because I have makeup on, but I'll insert some B-roll of me doing it this morning. I'd actually prefer to do it at night. I wanted to get some B-roll for you guys, so I did it this morning. But you hold your skin taut, and you kind of put it at a 45-degree angle, and you push on the skin, and you do feel a little like electric, like you feel the, what is the word, current that's going through, you feel something, right? It's not painful at all, but you feel it, okay? It kind of reminds me of the New Face, that feeling, if you ever used one of those, the Trinity, kind of like that. So you push it, and you push it, and you pull. Also on the nose, I'll pull my nose, and I'll kind of run it like this, and it basically extracts like dirt, oil, makeup, all of that gunk out of your pores. If you hit it twice, this is what you use the infused side for. So if you hit it twice, then once you have your serum and your moisturizers on, then you can use it flat and rub them into the skin. Again, I did that once, but I was like, I don't know. I bought it for the extraction part. After I do this, I look at the little spatula, and I just see a bunch of oil and grossness. And you're supposed to do it right after you wash your face. So I have just washed my face, okay? And I'm still getting like gunk out of my pores. Gross, right? But also very satisfying. So I have been loving this guy. I can't wait to see what kind of results I see after I've been using it for a few more weeks. But my skin did feel, right after I did it, just, I don't know, it just felt less, like, do you ever rub your nose or your, like, I think particularly on the nose, because a lot of us have blackheads, and that tends to be where our pores get clogged. Do you ever like rub it, it feels a little rough? I felt like I rubbed it and it felt smoother. Maybe it was in my head, quite possibly. Okay, jumping over to the Derma Flash. This I've had for a couple of years. I picked this up at the Nordstrom anniversary sale years ago, and I loved it, and then I kind of got away from using it just because I ran out of razor refills, and then I just started reusing it again, and it is, you know, people can argue that you can just buy the little disposables from Amazon. I've done that too. And I was using those for a while. And I thought they were great until I used this again. This is worth it to me. It's very pricey. And yes, there are other options that are not as pricey, but I feel like this just gets a better shave. This I use to remove peach fuzz off of my face. It also is an exfoliator, but my, you know, when you have peach fuzz on the skin, it's gonna affect the way your foundation looks and your makeup's gonna look heavier. I did this, my skin felt so smooth, and then I followed it up right after with this, and I'm telling you, my skin felt like brand new skin. So these two are kind of, well, this is not daily, and this is actually like 3 times a week is what they say to use it. Depending on your skin type, I'm about 3 times a week for combination skin. This I'll probably do, I don't know, I forget, like every 4 weeks maybe, depending on how fast my peach fuzz grows back in. Okay, you guys, moving right along, I have another skincare body product to share with you guys. This is by a brand called Zen Jen. The owner's name is Jen. She lives in Dallas, which is, you know, my fellow Texan. And we have a mutual friend, my friend Chelsea, who I love so dearly and respect. I mean, I just have so much admiration for my friend Chelsea. I'm gonna leave her Instagram account below. I recommend you following her for just some like feel good vibes, some inspiration. Like she is, I've known her, sorry, I'm getting on a tangent. I've known Chelsea since I was like 19 or 20 years old. So I've known her a long time. And she has always been just the biggest champion of other women. And just like, she just wants to lift everyone up around her. She truly is who you see online, you know, that's who she is in life. And anyway, she connected me and Jen from Zen Jen and said, I think you should try Jen's products. They're great. You know, and she sent me a few products. She sent me a body oil, which I've also been enjoying. And some other oils, but this is a body scrub, and I've used this twice in the shower, and let me read you some of the ingredients it has. It has organic sugar, coconut oil, apricot oil, lavender bud, lang lang, eucalyptus, are some of the ingredients. So just like yummy. Now it's a body scrub. It smells amazing. It wasn't as oily as I'd expected. It definitely has oil in it, but when I rubbed it on my body in the shower, I expected it to be oilier like some body scrubs that I had used. It wasn't as oily. I mean, it wasn't totally dry, but it was definitely more of a drier scrub to me. But when I got out of the shower and I patted my skin dry, my skin felt like I had put body lotion on it. It felt so soft. So I really, really like it. Again, it kind of goes along with that self-care, self-love. I've been trying to take more time to do these little rituals on myself, to take care of myself, to make, not only to take care of my appearance and keep up with myself, but just to take care of like my mental well-being, and it just feels good. And, you know, I think it's a great replacement to, you know, other things we could be doing with our time. Okay, moving right along, you guys. I have a few more makeup products, so let's move along quickly. I know I'm taking up a lot of your time. So I want to share this lip balm by Summer Fridays. I can't recall if I shared this in my last video, but I've really been enjoying this lip butter balm. I've been reaching for this more than my, is it Laneige, you know, the lip sleeping mask in the pink little jar. I love that one too, but I have been reaching for this more and I love it. The only complaint I have about it is when you first purchase it, every time you take off the lid, it's just gonna like snake out and spew out for a while. You're gonna be like so mad at all the wasted product that comes out of it. It has stopped doing that now that the pressure's out, I guess, and I've actually used some of it. A little bit goes a very long way. It feels just so rich on the lips. I put it on at night and I wake up the next morning, my lips still feel like, just perfect. I'll also put this on before I film a video sometimes, or as I'm, you know, filming the video, so my lips don't look so dry. Really, really nice. Okay, this product by Kosas, this is the Air Brow, and this was also a purchase I picked up when I grabbed the Natasha Nona's puff paints and the other products. And it was kind of one of those things where I had actually had Gimme Brow by Benefit in my basket, and I went ahead and picked that up too, because that's my like tried and true holy grail. But I saw this, and in the spirit of trying new products, you know, I thought I'd grab it. Didn't expect to, you know, really care for it, but I love it. It is, I'm gonna put it right up there with my Benefit Gimme Brow. So this is what the wand looks like. It's also very small. It also does have little tiny fibers in it that help give some volume to the brow. I feel like it gives me that same volume that I get from the Benefit. So I'm a huge fan of this. The shade that I have is soft brown. It's a little deeper than the Benefit Gimme Brow that I use, and I use, I forget the name, but it's number 3. This has a little bit more color. I do think that I still need to pair a pencil with it, just because I don't have a lot of brow hair and I need to create, you know, I like to use a pencil and a gel. I don't have enough brows, I feel like, to just use a tinted brow gel like this and be fine. But if you do have a fair amount of brows, this would be, you know, great to use on its own. Okay, you guys, moving right along. This pencil by Fenty Beauty. This is not a new product. I've actually had this for a very long time, and I've talked about it in very many favorites videos, but I have been using this a ton lately. It's the shade in particular is what I want to share with you guys, Puppy Eyes. And it is just like the most gorgeous, bronzy, like coppery. Look at that. Can you see? Do you see the light hitting that? It is such a beautiful color. I have been going kind of lighter on the eye makeup lately. I don't know if it's because it's summer or what, but I've just been doing liner and mascara, and I love shades like this on the eyes. I was talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon and Amber Haze. Very much like that. Similar color, but this is a finer point pencil than the crayon stick. So anyway, love this shade. It's a great formula and pencil as well. I love the black to tight line under my lashes, but this in particular, I wanted to share this shade with you guys. All right, you guys, last but not least, this gloss by NARS. It is the Lip Shine in the shade La Chamade, C-H-A-M-A-D-E. Maybe I pronounced that wrong. I have this in a few shades and I love them all. This is probably my favorite though. I'll show you guys what this looks like on its own. This formula is it's got a nice, it almost feels like a lip oil gloss. It has a very interesting texture. It has a fair amount of color, but honestly, you put this on your lips. If you were to wear this by itself, you'll put on your lips and the color's not gonna stay very long. You'll look in the mirror, you know, within the hour and it'll look a lot more sheer than it does right now. So even though this looks like a moderate level color, it's not gonna stay like that long. Today I have it on over the Charlotte Tilbury Live It Up lipstick, which is a pretty, you know, nice mid-tone cool pink. I'll show you what that looks like. So I have that lipstick on and then I have the NARS Lip Shine on top of it. And these just add a very like glossy tint to a lip color. They give you a very like super high shine, kind of like milky lip to the, or look to the lip. Very, very beautiful. They also feel really nice. I have a lighter shade that I keep in my gym bag and I pop some of that on before I go to the gym just so my lips are hydrated. It feels like a treatment as well. If it didn't have any color to it, I would totally wear this at night before bed, just as a treatment because it feels so good. All right, you guys, that wraps up my May favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what you are loving this month. Let us all know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.